Fuck. I immediately bolt upwards out of panic due to the dream I just had. My mind races like crazy as I try to keep my breathing under control. Looking around a bit shows Yuri still sitting next to me with a look of concern. Midas, is everything alright? I can't help but stare at her for a little bit while I try to get a grip on everything again. Yeah, I'm fine. Must have It was a bad dream. I see. I was a little worried there for a bit. What was that even about? I'm left staring indirectly at the seats in front of me as I try, for the life of me, to remember what my dream was about. Do you have some water? That would help. But it felt so real. I look over to Yuri again. How long was I asleep for? I'm not sure. I dozed off for a while as well. Why does that sound familiar? After a little bit, I look outside the bus window to try and see if I know where I'm at. And sure enough, we just passed by some residential areas in our town. That's a huge relief. Okay. Looks like we're not too far away from our stop then. You're right. Let's get ready to go, shall we? Explicit dialogue warning. Everything leading up to right now has been pretty nice, not gonna lie. We had to go back to Yuri's place to get some stuff from her house, since she wanted to spend the night at my place again. Not complaining at all. Oh, now that's the reason why it said explicit content. Did she go home to get protection or something? Once we arrived back at my place, we worked as a team to get everything all ready for our return to school tomorrow, which turned out great. Lunch for tomorrow was prepared, as well as our bags and clothes for tomorrow. The both of us decided to go to bed a little earlier than usual, as we have to wake up early and whatnot. Once Yuri made herself all comfy on the right side of my bed, I turned off my lights, walk over and make my way to my spot on the left. Not gonna lie, it feels surreal being close to her like this. Once we both turn around to face each other, she brings the blanket over to my side of the bed. Her hand manages to glide across my stomach while I'm trying to cover me. Hey, that tickles! A smile I think I've seen Monica make a time or two shows up on her face. Oh no. What the fuck? What's with this music? Now I know it's sexual. Oh, it does? Oh god, no, I think I just signed my death warrant. Next thing I know her fingers are crawling all over me. I can't help but laugh and wiggle around the sensation of this. Okay, enough! It's so cute, Midas. You know what? I wonder if she is too. Once I fully recovered and caught my breath, I scooch a little closer to her and try to do the same on her tummy. She doesn't react anywhere near as violently as I do. Instead, she closes her eyes and lets out an audible. Oh my god, you're feeling good from this, Yuri? An audible, I started to feel awkward about this, so I back away and keep my hands to myself. Sorry, I thought you were ticklish too. Keep going. What? It's fine, love. With my mind racing, and why wouldn't it? I reluctantly place my hands on top of her sweater, where her tummy is. But she quickly lifts up her sweater in a bit, and takes my hands and places them on her exposed tummy. I'm too nervous on what to do just next, so I just stare at her, not sure how to feel. Go up higher. You know, I spent like a few minutes or so trying to calm myself down after what just happened in our dream a while ago, but my mind's racing again for different reasons. Her quiet and reserved nature in her is pretty much gone at this point. She doesn't mean. I slowly bring my hands upwards to my fingertips, feel the lace of her bra. That's where I stop moving. Hey, I don't want to do anything if you're uncomfortable with. Shh. It's okay this time, Midas. Here. Maybe this will help. Oh, she brings up her hands down to grip the bottom of her sweater and bring it upwards, exposing her black lace bra with a cute heart in the middle. Her sweater is then thrown on the floor. She takes a hold of her black leggings and removes them from herself, throwing them to the ground too. I mean, I know it's kind of supposed to be turned on about this, but her undies are so cute. It has a freaking rainbow and she even has the bandages that we placed apparently a few days ago. I was surprised too because I thought the club, or the festival rather, was a long time ago. And I kinda expected some lingerie instead of that kind of bra, but I ain't complaining. My girlfriend laying this close and this exposed to me. She even kept the bandages I put on her a few days ago. There's no way this is happening. They're bigger than I thought. Are you supposed to barely see veins on the... Are you supposed to even see veins on breasts? I'm not so sure. To my surprise, she takes my hand that's under her left breast, brings it up and... Wow, she basically told us to cup it, you bitch. I can feel her nipple poking the palm of my hand. My heartbeat bolts upwards and the jolt of excitement hits me as I'm starting to get really hot in here. All that feels right to do is just carefully squeeze her breast. She lets out and her eyebrows even show. She lets out a cute soft moan that I'll never unhear as my fingertips get lost in the squishy texture. Her lowered voice drips with euphoria. I've waited a long time for this, Midas. You don't mean... She brings me close and draws me in for a kiss, but she didn't expect. She manages to moan mid-kiss as I instantly grab her again. When she breaks away, she brings her arm over my shirt and starts unbuttoning my jeans. I think I'm ready for this. One question. You sleep with jeans? That's very uncomfortable. Well, what's that? Have you thought about what'll happen if you two did something? We don't want to make her preggies now, don't we? So I guess no sex because we don't have protection? Try as I may, my hand can't escape her bra. I mean, you have the luxury of grabbing your girlfriend's boobs. You wouldn't waste that opportunity now, won't you? Her flirtatious look is slowly going away. Midas, what's wrong? This is kind of embarrassing to say. What are we gonna say, though? I mean, you can always, like, pop it out if you get what I mean. I don't think I'm ready for kids yet. Her smile that I know and love comes back. You brought protection? Midas, it's okay. You don't need to worry about that. What do you mean? I don't have protection and you're in here, and then suddenly Yuri goes to her, like her bag, and then draws out a condom. I thought I would never need it in my life, so buying it never ran through my mind. I mean, it's kinda awkward if you're just gonna buy it just because, so I kinda get it. It's okay. Okay. Those pills you saw me take the other day, those weren't headache. Okay. I had this in mind when I went to the pharmacy the other day. You sneaky little girl. Her voice has a very assuring tone to it. So wait, those were... Yep, and that means you can't. She brings me in for another kiss, a bit softer this time. Once she pulls back, she starts fumbling with the zipper and my jeans touching down there in the process. Please tell me you're not lying to me. She backs away from me, gets up on her knees and brings her hands around her back. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We get the Yuri used flash. After some messing around, she has her bra straps in both her hands and completely removes it from her body. Her breasts come falling down onto her body, fully exposed, and I can see her perfect pink semicircle nipples. Okay. I'm not so sure about semicircle nipples, but okay. God, she's so beautiful, this is insane. Before I get the I get the chance to grab them and put my instincts. She brings her knees up into the air, reaches down, and removes her cute rainbow underwear, fully exposing herself. All her clothes are now on my bedroom floor. Now is the time we should follow suit? As she jiggles around to make herself more comfy, her breasts jiggle around, which excites me even more. Oh god. It's starting to smell a little bit different in here now that she's like this, almost like market fresh fish. Okay. I'm not so sure how fresh that's supposed is to smell because I don't like the smell of market fish. It's rather intoxicating. Midas, I wouldn't put you through something like that right now. I want this to be to be something we can both enjoy. And I don't want you worrying about anything. I mean, you just said you can't get preggy, so what should I worry about? Don't you trust me? After a moment of staring at the perfection in front of me and thinking things through, I get out of bed and start removing my clothes, all for her to see. My luscious hair blows around me as my t-shirt leaves my body and lands on the floor. Just wanted to let this out. I would really like to have hair as long as he does because I kinda want to experience it. Her eyes widen as the rest of my clothes hit the floor, showing her that which no one else has seen. She looks about as excited as I feel as I get back in the bed beside her. Our exposed bodies like this against each other are almost too much for me to handle. Low-key fearing the fact that she might turn into obsessed theory, grab a knife, and then rip us open and do her twisted sexual desires, which I'm very afraid of. I do. She gets up close to where our noses are touching, and her soft breasts are pressed up against my chest, her nipples poking against mine. I never thought I'd be able to open up to anyone like this, let alone someone as perfect as her. I feel like I can trust her with pretty much anything now. Her eyes speak to each other and never stray away as her passion ignites. Here we go! Her skin feels silky smooth as my hand travels across her thighs, eventually to her warm, hair-covered lips. Down there. Here we go! Her arm glides across mine and makes its way down below my stomach, and she brings her voice down to a seductive whisper as her hand grips me firmly and she rests her thumb at the tip. Here we go! You can do whatever you want to me. Oh my goodness! Me and I guess we don't get to see it. I mean, even if there's no art, it's okay. Just the whole visual representations. The day the world stood still, though. What does that mean? Our first day back at school was somewhat of a success, I'd say. Not gonna lie, everything was impossible to focus thanks to the flashbacks of last night constantly showing up throughout the day. I mean, who wouldn't? That's truly unforgettable. Ever since then, Yuri's been a little more clingy than usual around me. A red flag, kinda. Considering how clingy can mean something else. When it comes to Yuri. Why, the school in the hallways during lunchtime? I'm not really complaining though. Lunchtime was pretty fun. It was spent in the classroom like usual. Me and Yuri prepared grilled chicken, green peppers, red onions, and portobello mushrooms that we bought from the grocery store. Not only that, but cuddle time between us was awesome like always. I high-key hope that you aren't having sex in school. Ah, it's finally time. Carefully placing all my stuff in my backpack, I get up from my seat and leave math class for the day. We get to do it at the club! Now, if I remember right, Monica said that she had something planned for all of us today. Before I can start thinking about what she has in mind, I feel an arm being wrapped around my waist. I look to my right to see who it is. And of course, I love... Hey you. I show her a happy smile of mine as we continue making our way to the stairs. How the rest of your day go? Nothing too special. What about you? I can say the same. It felt like a drag. Yeah, we just hate to have that happen. By the way, did you hear that Monica has something planned for all of us today? No, nobody told me. Yeah, take a look. Reach into my jeans. I can't help but remember what happened last night. Reaching into my jeans pocket to grab my phone, I flip it open and bring up mine and Monica's messages for her to read. After a few seconds pass, which I assume are spent by Yuri, reading the message, I look over to see her typing something in my phone? What are you gonna tell Monica? It isn't long after she gives me my still open phone back to me with a smile on her face. Aww. She typed out "I love you" heart in the text box but didn't hit send. I can feel my face burning up right now. Closing my phone and putting it back in my pocket, I place my head on her shoulder close to her breast. You know, I think it would be pretty wise to backspace that message. Oh, you. She does the cutest giggles in response. I love you too, by the way. The rest of the walk is surrounded by comfortable silence between us until we approach and enter the clubroom. Here we are. And I get to hear this again. As the both of us step in, we are greeted by the usual scene. The usual smell of this classroom still remains, and the poster that we made for the festival is hung up on the chalkboard. A nice thing to come back on our first day back at the club. It doesn't take long for Monica to come over and notice us. As she walks over to where we are, my mind starts racing on what she could possibly have planned for us, and I hope she ain't pissed off. Hi, you two! Aww. She does that one pose in front of me that I'm starting to think is a trademark of hers now. She's adorable! And it is her trademark pose. Why can't you not like it? Looks like you're all feeling better, right, Midas? Left hand goes to the back of my head. Yeah, things are much better now. Good! I'm glad to hear. Now, didn't you say you had something planned for us today? I did. I'm going to wait until we're all settled in to make an announcement. I was kinda hoping she would tell me that what we would be doing right now, but I can wait. Very well then. With that, she returns to normal and then walks away to her desk. It's probably to get whatever she has planned today. But I'm still feeling happy about how today is going. I can't help but feel nervousness built up inside about what we'll have to participate in. I wonder if Yuri is feeling the same way. Before I get the chance to look over to what she's doing, Sayuri pops up seemingly out of nowhere with her orange bow again. Yuri, I'm really curious on why you need to have Sayuri rather, to wear a different bow. I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm just wondering why. She walks up and gives Yuri a bear hug, a surprise to the both of Sayuri's the hugger. After a few seconds of not responding, she eventually wraps her arms around Sayuri's back, albeit reluctantly? Reluctantly? I mean, if we're gonna compare her to Bailey, if she's the doctor of ergonomics, how can you not like her? Sayuri breaks away from her and backs up to look at the both of us. We really missed you too. I'm not so sure about Natsuki. I heard you weren't feeling well, buddy. I was kinda hoping Natsuki doesn't approach us like this. This is the second time today. I mean, it's Sayuri and she's just concerned. That'd be kinda weird. Yeah, but things are alright now. Awesome! Hey, but Yuri was a big help. That ain't the only thing big that we saw from her, Sayuri. I look over to Yuri and wrap my arm around her right. I don't care who's looking right now. She really has been. Alright, I'll start picking you too. I'm excited for you guys to see what I have planned for the day. Wait a minute. You have something planned for the day? I raised a curious eyebrow at her. I thought Monica was the one who had something planned. Maybe she helped her with it. Probably. She is vice president after all. Once I break away from Yuri, my arms go behind my back. Me too. Wait, that didn't sound right. I bet Sae feels awkward as I do as she flashes me a contrived smile and walks over to the desk at where Monica sat. Oh no. Looking a bit past Yuri and over to the closet shows Natsuki sitting all by herself reading her manga. She has this look on her face that almost looks like she doesn't want to be bothered right now. Should I go over there and let her know what's going on? No, you don't. Not now, at least. Maybe it's best if I don't. Not with that expression. You're gonna be poking the beehive. A few seconds pass and I realize that me and Yuri haven't moved away from the clubroom door. Before I usher her to go over to her desk, Monica walking up the chalkboard gets caught in my peripheral vision. I decide to give her my attention instead. Okay, everyone, it's been a while since I've heard that. We're going to make today special, as Sayuri and I have something planned for all of us to participate in today. Now, if I could ask all of you to gather... I'll get it. I don't know why I instinctively said that out loud. Everyone seems to look at me with anticipation. I mean, you're the one who's gonna get the door, so yeah. Turning around, I open the door that's close to me. Ooh. Been a while since I've seen you. Of all the people that could show up, it's Todd. He's the guy that was talking to Monica on festival day. I wonder what he's here for. Oh, hey there, Midas. His smooth and friendly tone of voice puts me a bit more at ease. Hi Todd. My left hand goes to the back of my head. May I speak to the president or vice president of your club? It's about important school matters. For once, someone actually told me what's going on. That's awesome. Yes, sure. Give me a moment. Thanks, bud. Turning away from Todd, I walk over to approach Monica and place my arms behind my back. Todd would like to speak to you and Sayuri about school thingy. She raises a curious eyebrow, but then smiles for whatever reason. I'm assuming nothing bad will happen. Please. Next, she looks over to Sayuri, and I can only assume gives her a look that says, "Come here." Sayuri's eyelids both upwards and then smiles. Then she smiles at her, like she gets what she's saying, and walks over to Monica. How people are able to communicate like that, I have no idea. It's something I could never pick up on. Facial expressions and even hand gestures have almost always been a mystery to me. There could be so many different meanings behind them. Well, that's because... no, there's no concrete meaning behind hand symbols and facial expressions. I mean, raising a curious eyebrow, just said it, it makes you look curious, but it could also mean, hey, the answer to number 1 is A, and then raise your left eyebrow. Answer to number 1 is B, raise your right. It always depends on whoever uses it. When Sayuri and Monica approach the clubroom door, they both leave the room, but don't close the door all the way. The clubroom is now considerably more quiet. Natsuki and Yuri haven't spoken a word ever since Todd interrupted us. Kinda curious as to what they could possibly be talking about out there. Deciding to keep quiet and try my absolute best to listen to what they're saying out there. So handsome, what do you need from us? He looks distraught. Well... Monica, stop being silly and let him speak. I deliver the school papers tomorrow, and I'm almost done with the article on how the festival went. Your club is the last one I have to interview, and I'd like to get your guys' preference on how your section of the paper will work. It should only take about 15 or 20 minutes. It's always something, isn't it? What was that? It's nothing. We'll be right back. Try not to feel too bad. We can always do what we planned tomorrow. I suppose. It doesn't take long for the clubroom door to open and for Monica to walk in. She doesn't look the happiest as she walks over to the teacher's desk to grab some stuff. Once she's done, she stops where she usually makes her announcements and looks in our direction. What do you plan for the day? We'll have to wait another day. You three can have a free day for the rest of the day. Sayuri and I will be back in a little while. And just like that, Monica turns to her heel, or on her heel, and exits the clubroom, leaving just the 3 of us. An eerie silence fills the clubroom after she shuts the door. Surprisingly enough, I'm not disappointed at all over what she had to say, but I am scared, since Natsuki is the only other person in this room. The less social interaction, the better, I suppose. I think I know what I want to do to pass the time today. Having never left Yuri's side, they tell her in the left seat to get her attention. Hey, would you like to read more of your book for the rest of the day? That seems to brighten her mood. I'd love to. Nice. Okay then. I have to use the restroom first. How about you make some tea for us before we read? My eyelids slowly ascend upwards to her. That doesn't sound too bad. I'd like that. I mean, we're going to leave Natsuki again. Good. Go get the teapot and kettle all set up while I'm gone, okay? I happily nod at her. Got it. She gives me a warm sign and then turns to leave the club room. A little bit of excitement flutters around inside me as I start heading towards where the teapot is. I guess it really is the little things. I'll make sure to not make the same mistake from last time today. I mean, she may be like that, but she's sad. Once I approach the closet, I stop in my checks at the sight of Natsuki sitting in the chair close by reading more from manga. She still has a look on her face that says don't bother me and the music is fading away. Oh shit. Almost all the happiness in me has turned into nervousness. Come on, stop it. It won't be that bad. All I'm going to do is get the teapot. Just don't bother at all. That being thought, I quietly approach the closet and start looking around for the teapot. Stop? Frozen in place, by those words ringing through my ears, I slowly look over to see Natsuki eyeing me down with like a hawk. Get out. She makes me feel really uneasy and even more nervous. But, wait. What? The closet's for girls only, now get out. What? What's wrong with her? I'm just getting the teapot, that's all. She angrily gets up from her seat and stomps her way in front of me, blocking the closet. Well, too bad, you can't go. Now beat it. The nervousness in me is starting to turn into fear. I just want tea time with my girlfriend! But... Spit it out or leave! We don't speak fluent brain fuck here. Shit. Alright, that's it. Shit. Okay. We're dead. And the what is life? I don't even know what that means. What's wrong with you? I just need the teapot and that's all. You're trying to get your dumb little special needs hands in my closet is what's wrong. This is mine and Dad's house, so if you don't like it here, you can move out. Oh shit. Well, who died and made you superintendent? Unless you can show me it's a damn closet, just let me in and I'll leave you alone. Uh-oh, I better not start tearing up. I haven't felt this angry at someone ever since last week when... Yuri, I could really use your help right now! Natsuki angrily reaches to her bag, pulls out her phone and taps on it a few times, like she points it at me in such a way where the camera is facing me. Look at, oh my god. Really? Are you really mature? Look at the goose in the head kid who went crazy and called me an idiot today. Well, at the stupid ass in our school anyways. I just realized now what she's doing. No, I didn't say that. Stop it. I can't take this anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. Why did I get myself into this mess? As a miracle, my world stops crumbling apart as the clubroom door opens up and Yuri enters the room. Finally! Before I give her the chance to figure out what's going on, I run over to her, embrace her tightly, and rest my head on her shoulder. Midas, I'm almost paralyzing fear strikes me as I realize people in my school will see this. And she's gonna tell everyone. She's being really mean! She what? Okay, here we go. Mommy, Yuri to the rescue. I felt a tiny bit of the raised voice being rung through my ears. It's not very often she speaks like this. Yuri then lightly pushes me and starts angrily walking over to Natsuki. I'm a little scared of how the scene in front of me is going to unfold. What is the reason for this? Sure. He gets his Funbag's girlfriend to fight for him. Yuri realizes the phone being pointed at her and she swats it away with great force as if she's backhanding God himself. It loudly hits the floor and gets sent on the other side of the room. What the hell is wrong with you? Okay. You know, I really hate it whenever people would say that, like whenever someone pull out a phone and then point out on the innocent guy. I don't really want to say why, but I will say it once I do my review. Knock it off and leave him alone. He's doing nothing to deserve this. It's been the biggest pain in my ass since she joined. He deserves to get every square inch of his ass kicked. If he's such a pain in the ass, then why don't you gain... Then what would you gain from going out of your way to antagonize him? Hopefully you leave us alone and get out of your hair. He's ruined everything in this club for me, and so you never should have brought him in. Ruined by doing what exactly? Existing within 5 miles of you? Or are you just jealous that nobody hangs around with you anymore? Why would I want to hang out with him in the first place? I probably get fuckatitis from being around him. If you mean fuckatitis, then you clearly already you are clearly already a terminal case. As if you probably got it from his friends instead of being miscarried. Yikes. The short time affordable silence plays out as it feels like needles are being jabbed into every feeling of mine inside. Don't talk about his friends like that. Yuri doesn't sound like she's messing around anymore, to which she doesn't put me at ease at all. I'll say what I damn well please about them. If he doesn't like it, then why don't he go right home to his mama? You did not fucking just... I spent all weekend taking care of my love because of some fake letter saying they were dead. His poor little heart nearly broke in two over it. For fuck's sake, that was... You call that a joke? That was fucking distasteful! I am genuinely very angry right now. You call that a joke? Seriously? And now look what you've done. The room falls silent as Nancy covers around, realizing what you just said. Does that mean that the letter from my parents' work was from... Looking over the year shows... I don't think I like that look. You shouldn't. You fucking did what? Her voice is a sinister tone that I've never heard before, as if venom's dripping out. It's a bit unsettling. I mean, if I learned anything from Storm, you don't want to mess with Yuri of all people. It was Wallace's idea, not mine. You don't blame. You don't point to people. You're the one who decided to help. You idiot. Like, and just imagine what you could. Just imagine what someone would. I don't fucking know. I don't. I'm so angry right now, guys. I'm so sorry. I just can't. It's very distasteful. God. I mean, it makes for good storytelling. Don't get me wrong, but yikes. You gotta be joking. He was the one behind all of this? I've never seen Yuri this mad before. It's kind of scary. Yuri reaches into her bag, pulls out. Don't. A familiar click of her blade is brought to life, rings throughout the whole room. Don't. I mean, there's no reason to do this. She's supposed to keep it clean for us. That's when she starts slowly walking, knife in hand, towards Nazi, who's backing away in fear. The scene that's taking place in front of me is starting to really scare me. This is too much. Stop her! Turning away from them completely, I quietly make my way out of the club before things get worse. No! Don't! No! Okay, we're switching to Yuri, which is less scary considering we're the one who has the knife. I mean, if we were in Natsuki's place, we would be very afraid. Oh, fuck. Her eyes are the same as ours. Shit. I didn't mean to make Midas's fit. And now the music's back. With teeth clenched, vehemently fuming, I charge at her. My left fist grabs her blazer collar, and then the blade's edge of my knuckle knife is below her jawbone as I forcibly push her back to the closet door. Yeah. I mean, you know, there was no reason to ever do this whatsoever. What your little prank is, as I said, very distasteful. You do not joke about someone else's death. God. I am so rattled right now, and I'm not even joking. Jesus Christ. Shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Don't you mention his name. You don't get to mention his name. Pulling her towards you and slamming her back to the door again, bringing the knife's edge closer to her neck. Her wincing in pain spikes my adrenaline. Yeah, you feel that? You're dead if you speak to him again. I hope that video is the last thing you watch before you take your final breath, you stupid brat. Seeing her in tears fuels a primal instinct within me. This feels right. Midas will be so proud of me once I'm through. No. mean, no one deserves to die. Especially Natsuki. Or anyone for that matter. No one deserves to die. I say because I'm not, especially Natsuki, because come on, no one really deserves to die. I lift the blade from her throat, forcefully pulling her towards me again. I pivot on my heel and spin us around, mustering all of my might to push her away as she stumbles up and falls across the floor. I pause to examine her face. She's probably crying right now, like the pathetic child she is. Yes! Now stay down there, you little shit! Excited, turning around to where Midas shows. Where'd he go? He's not here. Where did my love go? I have to find him. Yep. I mean, this is the Yuri I was fearing. I can't let him be away from me again. Quickly retracting my nice blade and tossing it into my bag, I grab my belongings and rush out of the clip-room door. It's so quiet in here. I don't like this. Looking around, no shows nobody in sight. Even Monica and Sayuri aren't back yet. They're not important. Where'd he go? There are a few places I could go and check. No, not here. It's time for me to be his bodyguard now. Slowly approaching and sweeping the air shows nobody here. I thought I'd never be here in my life, but that's not important. Keep moving. Once I made my way down the stairs, I can hear the faint sounds of 2 other people throughout the quiet hallway. It sounds like... Quickly washing over to where Midas' locker is the sight in front of me shocks me in place. Okay... Why is he doing this? Shit. Wallace, I hope your father has you covered in health insurance, because I'm very sorry and I would send you flowers on your funeral. I am once again overcame with anger. No, that's it. That's it, rather. I've had it with people mistreating him. It's about time I do something with this waste of human flesh once and for all. Reaching to my bag, I shuffle around the knife from earlier. The letter I found in Midas' room, and I eventually bring out a book I kept in my bag for a while. Yes, this'll do. Looking around the bed shows somebody left their locker wide open, just a few lockers away from Midas's. That's it. Even more music. Gripping the book firmly both hands, I ready myself for what's about to go down. Look at him, bitch. That's have arrived. Whoa! Charging forward to them at full speed, I take the book and slam it into his temple, knocking him away from Midas and towards the open locker more. Bringing my head towards Wallace, I valiantly march over to grab him from the back of his head. Bringing up from the ground, I make sure his face scrapes along the locker walls and hits every hand along the way as I drag him towards the open one. Once he is held up against the locker, he resists me and lunges forwards. No, stop! What happens next leaves me another shock. Yikes. She places a hand on each of my breasts, squeezing them as hard as she can. My bag drops to the floor and she pushes me back to the lockers behind me. The sensations from when I made love to Midas surge through me, but now I'm poisoned by this monster's actions. My body's natural impulse towards lust is quickly replaced by waves of anger. This doesn't feel too good. I mean, she's probably squeezing them too hard. He's gonna pay for ruining this feeling. As he stumbled my voice, I bring my whole leg upward to kick him with enough force to do permanent damage. Scum like that should never be able to reproduce. His screams are music to my ears. But I can't fight back. I grab both his blazer collar and neck, lunge forward, and forcefully place his entire body inside the open locker. He tries to escape by pushing forward, but I ball up a fist in response to land a punch square in the forehead. Almost there. My adrenaline peaks and I regain my stance triumphantly, stuffing his dangling limbs inside and slamming the door shut. A metallic bang rings throughout the entire hallway as I bask in the pride of accomplishment, gazing on what I've just done. Oh god. And now we're here. Oh my god. If I've learned anything from Storm, I'm sorry if I keep mentioning Storm, it's because that's where my fear was reignited once more. And now, it's back at full force. This feels like a nightmare. Why is she Terror washes over me, raising the hairs on the back of my neck. I didn't want to see any of that. I couldn't look away or leave. It feels like my legs collapse underneath me as I watched everything unfold. Shit. Shit. I finally did it, my love. Get me out of here! He's not a problem to us anymore. The tension in me seems to skyrocket as she hastily grabs her bag and walks over towards me. Soft bangs can be heard from the inside of the locker that Wallace is in. No. It feels like ice runs through my veins as she grabs my arm, pushes on the ground and keeps her arm around mine. Come on, Midas, there's no need for us to be right here right now. Let's go back to my place. Nobody will need you there. I'll keep you safe from everyone. Her eyes. What's wrong with them? They pierce through the soul, like what Tormus did to me. I didn't like this at all. I'm too stunned to water anywhere she starts dragging me through the hallway, not the school door. The weather outside is probably the only nice thing there is about now. My feelings are scattered all over the place and Siri is still dragging me to her place, her pace never letting up. I don't know why I'm reluctantly following her. Oh no. Oh no. It's back. I can't believe it. This is all I really wanted. Her eyes haven't changed at all. I've always wanted a special someone in my life to look after, to protect with everything I've got inside of me. And now I can actually do something about that. Her voice. It's almost something like nails on the chalkboard. You know what? Let's quit the club. We don't need to be around those immature brats anymore. I mean, they're immature, but Yuri, to be honest, you're not exactly okay in this situation. Even better, let's never go to school instead. None of us will have to deal with all the horrible people in there, and I'll make sure you're never lonely. Let's live in each other's houses until the end of time. Good for each other. Share our bodies again and again. Whisper sweet nothings in each other's ears all the time. Doesn't that sound perfect? No. Your grip on my arm constricts any movement of mine. The same hands used to severely injure someone in our school. It feels... I have to tell you, Midas, there's no other love like yours, and I feel like the luckiest girl alive. I'll give you all the joy my heart and soul can give. Please, let me hold you all the time. I'm scared, but not because of what Tormus did. I'm scared for something else, so Zera, congrats. You managed to make me scared of Yuri for something else. I need to have you near me, in my arms. I just want to nurse you and nurture you for myself like a grown-up should. Shit, we're here. She stops just outside of her front door and looks over to face me. She looks like she could start foaming from the mouth any minute, and her eyes pierce right through my soul. Doesn't our forever sound lovely? No! I use everything in me to break away from her, much to her dismay, distance myself from her. This causes her to almost fall down. I don't want to! Midas? I want to go home! I turn around and start walking away from her. I just want to be left alone. I don't want to see anyone right now. Yuri, you used to be so kind and caring, and beautiful inside. Why are you being so scary today? Oh shit. 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 She wants us back. She's still trying to tell me what to do? Nobody tells me how to live my life. Turning around and loudly marching over to her, don't quite realize how much my teeth hurt from gritting them. The veins in my forehead feel like they're bulging out due to my eyebrows being slanted. No! Angrily taking my hands and forcefully placing them on her shoulders, I push with all my might until her back hits the concrete with great force. Ow! Stay down there! I quickly begin running to my house. Oh no. Oh no. No, I was just about to... No! Quickly removing my hands and backing away from her. We can't help but stare at each other, disappointed in myself at what I was just about to do. She looks terrified at me, as if I were a ghost. I can't. I quickly bring my arm up to cover my eyes, turn away from her and begin running to my house. Oh God. No, my darling. Once he escapes my vision, I bring my head down, tears threatening my eyes, and enter my house. I don't even bother closing my front door as I walk in my house. It's so quiet in here, I don't like this. Dishes from the other day litter my kitchen while both my living and dining room are a mess. My love, I was trying to do the right thing. I mean, it was cool and all, but very unnecessary. Tears form in my eyes as I make my way up the stairs up to my bedroom. My knees feel weak as I approach my room. Once I'm in, I lose control of myself and start crashing down to my floor, laying belly down, my eyes buried in my left arm. Everything in my bag spills to the ground upon impact. I can't but let everything out, my fist constantly hitting my bedroom floor. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Never in a million years would I need to hurt you ever. I can't believe I let myself be like this around him. He probably hates me. He doesn't want to be with me anymore. I'm such a bad person. Why would they love a freak like me? Why did my hero find another princess to love? The thought alone pierces all my emotions with needles. At the thought of him being mad at me for the rest of eternity. I don't deserve someone as precious as him. I don't deserve anyone as special as him in my life. Probably gonna die alone. Like I always thought I would. What's the point of this life? If I can share it with anyone else. What's the point of anything anymore? I feel like I can do anything without him. There's no one else who will accept you the way he did except for... Begrudgingly picking myself up from the floor, I wipe my tears in my right sleeve and walk over to my bed. Aww. With Ellie and Randy are laying down comfortably on there, I probably have been for the past few days. I get the two of them, hold them in both my hands and stare at them for a while. The innocence I see in them reminds me of his gentle nature, and it hurts that much more knowing I've ruined everything. I don't know what to do anymore. Their lifeless response doesn't make me feel any better. I bring the two of them close to hug them and soak up my tears. Why must you be the only friends I have left? You can't even talk to me! The thoughts in my head become a typhoon. Very, very incorrect wording here, Mr. Zera. Use storm. I'm being sarcastic. The thoughts in my head become a storm as I weep into my animal friends' faces. I can't do anything right. I don't deserve any real friends. What if I all hurt them anyway? I'm nobody's hero. I never will be. But we've been able to save each other from what we get ourselves into, haven't we? My beloved, my hero. I guess... I'm getting goosebumps right now, like... The everything! It's so good! Oh my! This roller coaster of emotions. What if as I bring my animal friends away from me and place them back on my bed, I head over to my desk, grab a tissue, blow my nose after crying so much. Next, I pull out a piece of paper and a pen. This has always helped me back when I was feeling this way. I need to let them know how I feel. As I begin writing, the strain on my wrist makes itself known as it feels like forever since I last wrote anything. Even after all that writing, it doesn't feel as good as I thought it would. What if he never gets to read this? What if he doesn't want to? I don't blame him. I really care about a nobody like me. What a nobody like me has to say. Both my wrists are starting to cramp up a little bit because of how long it's been since I last wrote anything. Laying my head down on my desk, I let out a big sigh and think of how meaningless everything seems to be right now. A slight burning feeling makes itself known on my upper arm in tandem with my wrists bugging me. Bringing myself up from my desk to pull out both sleeves of my uniform shows bandages that Midas put on me a few days ago. Shit. Instinctively, I tear all of them to reveal all the red marks on my arm. The big cut on my left upper arm, which is itching me right now, has scabed all yellow over yellow. The skin that circled around there has turned into a very dark shade of pink, which makes me feel uneasy. Oh no. Bringing my fingernails around the area to relieve myself from the itching doesn't feel any better. A little bit of blood is starting to come out of the affected area, so yellow skin gets picked away. The side in front of me, the white area inside my arm, it's still itching. Oh no. Just one more time. But it'll take away these feelings. No, but It has in the past, hasn't it? No. I told him I'd keep it clean for him for us. But it's been so long. Nobody is here to stop you this time. That promise means nothing in the long run. Do it. Oh no. Looking over to my knife display on the wall shows that dust has been collecting where my knives used to lay. Oh no. The gold one I still have. No. I really don't want to do this. I better put it away for now. I don't want to disappoint Midas anymore than I've already done. Searching around my bedroom floor shows everything from inside my bag scatters across the floor. Various books, chopstick sets, bandages, homework folders, birth control pills, my gold knife. Wait! I can't help but do a double take at the eternity of my bedroom floor. The letter from Miss Place— Oh no! The letter from Miss Place is gone. I frantically bring myself onto my knees and dump my bag out until it's completely empty. Oh no! Wait, it's left in school! And Wallace is there! Shit! Desperately, oh, I can't even breathe. Desperately taking everything that belonged in my bag and hastily stuffing it back in. I've just about cleaned up my floor with no letter of his place to be found. Fear strikes into the sadness at the possibilities because of this. What if someone at school has found it and bullies him at home? Why was I so clumsy at school early today? Why can't I do anything right? A crazy thought runs through my mind that just might work. I should go check on him. Who knows if he's alright or not? What do you mean, leave him alone? No, he might not be safe, and I need to tell him I'm sorry. He hates your guts right now. I mean, at least he knows we're sorry. You don't know that. No one does. He won't listen to you with how he is right now. Get a grip for fuck's sake. No. Get a grip? This is something I must do. Opting not to bother with my bag, I stuff my poem for him in my bra. Quickly leave my bedroom and start running down the stairs. He might be in danger. I have to do something. Maybe this is how I can make it up to him. Easily making my way through my house and out the door, I slam my front door behind me and start running towards Midas' place. As my blood pressure skyrockets, the crisp night air does little to calm me down. I have to make sure he's okay. I'll never be able to forgive myself if I don't let him know how sorry I am. The echoes of my feet on the pavement echoes through the silent streets as I maintain my pace and meter my breathing. I can't waste any time getting to his place. Oh no. Here we are. I didn't even bother locking up my house upon entering. All I feel like doing is walking over to the table and resting my head for today. I don't want to think about homework or dinner or anything! The walk from my place to mine was absolutely miserable. I had never felt that alone, that scared, in a long time. Back when I was a kid, and I saw something that really scared me and stuck with me, it would be on my mind when I go to bed. And the first thing, when I wake up, it would make myself known for days, sometimes months on end. That pretty much happened the whole walk back. My mind couldn't stop lingering on the events of the day. It was so scary today. Oh god, here you are again! I never felt that uncomfortable around her before. It feels like there's a wildfire going on inside me that can't be put out. It spreads throughout my body and affects all my emotions. The feeling of fear just by being around her, but also the feeling of disappointed in myself for what I was about to do. He taught me at a young age not to treat people that way, and I was about to do that to the girl I love. That thought alone starts ripping me apart inside. Why did I get so mad at her? She doesn't deserve it. What is wrong with me? Okay, to formulate a different answer, you're supposed to be mad at her because, God, even I thought that was extreme. But you should confront her calmly. I bring my head up only to set my elbows on the table and rest my forehead in my hands, shaking my head continuously. Yuri, I'm sorry for being like that around you. But if the thought of her breaking our promise with her gold knife makes me bring my head down onto the table once more. The thought of her hurting herself over what happened today makes the burning inside intense to the point where I nearly start tearing up. No, I don't like what I saw with that today. And I can't stop her from doing anything right now. Why can't I do anything about it? Huh? I'm a bit thankful that my phone ripped me from my train of thought. I wonder who that could be. Could be anyone at this point. Lifting my head up into my pocket and pull out my phone, I flip it open and stare at the screen in front of me. Monica? I don't know what she has to say. What could she want? Curiosity is mixed with feelings of disappointment as I open up the message. Midas, are you okay? Natsuki told Sayuri and I everything that went down today. Do we get to see it? Like from Natsuki or Sayuri's perspective? That would be really cool. Shh. Ah. Ah. Ah! Oh my god, stop! I don't want to think about that. I don't want to talk to Monica. Everything about what happened today hurts me and so on. I don't know what to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Feel free to call us if your girlfriend need anything, you know. Ma. Oh my god. I need to calm down. Zeta, if ever you're watching, this was a regular basis from Storm, so if ever you're curious about that, then feel free to watch it. I'm so shaking right now, and I hope nobody notices how noisy I am outside. I immediately bring my head up from the table again and look back at my phone. The screen is still on Monica's message. No, I get out of here. Really maneuvering through the menus on my phone, I make my way to Mom and Dad's contact message and hit the green phone button. My hand is so stiff right now. I'm so shaky from the inside. Don't use that Sprite. Like, I can handle the eyes any day, but that? Mama, help me. My mind races a bit as my phone ringing noise tings through my ear. Mom, maybe you'll help. You've always been able to whenever I felt sad because of people. Hello, Midas. Ma. Okay, I need to talk with you about some stuff. If it's okay, I can talk now. Is everything alright over there? I am very unnerved right now. I hesitate a bit before responding back to her so I can think about what exactly I want to say to her. No, not really. Midas, what's wrong? Me and you didn't have a good day at school today. Why? What happened? Aw, things just turned out really bad today. I just feel like I treated her bad today and I feel awful about it. Did you two fight about something? I wish you wouldn't word it that way. I shouldn't have yelled at her like that. Well, not really. She was just really scary today and I reacted it in a way that I wish she didn't. I'm kinda scared, Ma. Kinda? I am very terrified. Petrified even. I would say the word petrified. I don't even know if she likes me anymore. Well, I hope she still does. Sometimes girls can be like that when they're mad, you know. Maybe she needs some space to herself. No, I hope she's not. I can't tell Mom about that. I don't want to say this, but have to move on from this then. Yeah, maybe you're right. Do you still like her and want to be with her? Confrontation is the best way to solve anything. Let me help. Just know that I'll do anything in my willpower to keep our story going and can't iterate enough how much nothing will change between us. Yuri, I hope all of that is still true because I really don't want to lose you. I really do. Well, that's good, you know. Do you know what your dad and I did whenever we were like that? What is it? Whenever things got bad between you, your dad and I, it helped to just be away from each other for a bit, you know? Catch their breath a bit. That's why when you were little, you would sometimes see me in my bedroom and Dad in the living room. Ooh, that makes sense. I mean, from personal experience, that's exactly what happens whenever Ma and Pa are mad at each other. They do get along after that. That's why I never wanted to be bothered in there. Yeah, we just needed some time for ourselves to cool down, you know? We eventually made up to each other every single time. I think you should do the same. Once you two can see each other and not feel so angry, let her know how much you care about her, how much she means to you. I could almost see my mom smiling on the other end of the phone. I mean, no matter what kind of love Yuri, or anyone that for that matter can give us, nothing beats a mother's love. Thank you, Ma. I think I'll do just that. No problem, sweetie. I hope I was able to help. You were. Thank you again. I'm gonna go get out now. Love you. I'm gonna get going now, rather. Love you too. Bye. Carefully putting my phone back in my pocket, I put my elbows on the table, rest my head on my hands, and stare at the wall in front of me. Maybe Mom's right. Maybe I should take some time for myself. It'll be okay. There are things I can do to make myself feel better. Besides, maybe I should trust you that she won't do that. Next time I see her, though, I need to tell her sorry for things I've done today. But I bet I never see her again, though. No, don't think like that. There's always school tomorrow. There's always tomorrow at school, rather. Maybe she just needs some time, just like I do. Maybe I might, though. No worries. Maybe it will be alright. What can I do, though? Doesn't look too bad around here. Oh, I know. Maybe a shower will help me feel better. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. With that, I leave my backpack on the table and make my way upstairs to the bathroom, rather. Entering the bathroom and turning on the lights, I reach under my sink and pull out 2 light blue bath towels, one for my body and one for my hair. Taking off all of my clothes before stepping into the shower brings an oddly satisfying sense of deja vu. Turning the handle to make the water nice and warm, the water pours down, splashing the ceramic floor until steam starts to rise. Carefully walking in, my body flinches a bit as the water hits me, but it feels nice and soothing. It feels nice to just stand there and do nothing. The sensation of the water calms you down as if standing on an everlasting waterfall. My legs start to feel a little heavy after all the walking I had done today. Taking this moment to carefully sit down in the shower, my legs and back feel more relaxed as they rest on the cool tile. My body feels more enraptured as a sigh of relief escapes me and the lower half of my hair becomes darker. This is way more soothing than I thought it would be. I haven't felt this good in a while. This feels way too good.